The courtroom door slams shut, and every eye locks on Marla Evans, a black mother whose life is unraveling under a cop's lie. Her hands tremble, not from fear, but from a rage so deep it could burn the city down. Framed for a crime she didn't commit, Marla stands accused of drug trafficking, a charge stitched together by Officer Daniel Hargrove, a man with a badge and a vendetta. The evidence? A bag of cocaine planted in her car during a routine stop. A stop that reeked of racial profiling from the moment Hargrove's cruiser pulled her over on a quiet Chicago street. Marla's son, Jalen, sits in the gallery, his 17-year-old fists clenched so tight his knuckles pale. He's watched his mother, a nurse who worked double shifts to keep their family afloat, be vilified in whispers and headlines. The prosecutor paints her as a kingpin, a caricature built on Hargrove's testimony. She's a danger to society, he sneers, holding up the planted evidence like a trophy. The judge, weary and detached, barely glances at Marla's desperate plea. Jalen's heart pounds. He knows the system isn't blind, it's cruelly selective. Marla's story isn't new in Chicago's South Side. A single mother, she'd raised Jalen and his sister, Tasha, in a neighborhood where hope was a luxury. She taught them to keep their heads down, to work hard, to trust in fairness. But fairness doesn't exist here. Hargrove targeted Marla after she filed a complaint against him for harassing Jalen at a corner store. The cops' retaliation was swift. A late-night stop, a planted bag, and a false arrest that tore her from her children. Now, with a 10-year sentence looming, Marla fights to stay strong for Jalen, who's slipping into a darkness she can't reach. Jalen's fury grows with every court date. He sees the smirks of Hargrove's colleagues, hears the judge dismiss his mother's character witnesses' neighbors, co-workers, her past store as irrelevant. The system chews up black families like his and spits them out broken. But Jalen isn't broken. He's calculating. At night, he pores over Hargrove's record, digging through public files and social media. He finds a pattern. Other arrests, other planted evidence, other lives destroyed. Hargrove isn't just crooked, he's untouchable, protected by a blue wall of silence. The trial's final day is a pressure cooker. Marla's lawyer, a public defender stretched thin, fumbles a key witness. Hargrove takes the stand, his lies polished, his confidence unshakable. Jalen watches, his plan crystallizing. He's no thug, but he's done playing by rules that never applied to him. Outside the courtroom, he's been organizing quietly, ruthlessly. He's rallied activists, hacked into Hargrove's personal email, and found proof. An exchange between Hargrove and a dealer, admitting the frame-up. Jalen leaks it to a local journalist, a woman hungry for a scoop that could shake the city. The story breaks the next morning, hours before the verdict. Chicago erupts. Protesters flood the courthouse steps, chanting Marla's name. News vans clog the streets. Hargrove's face, once smug, is now pale as reporters swarm him. Jalen's evidence, raw and undeniable, spreads like wildfire online. The judge postpones the verdict, and Marla, still in cuffs, weeps not for herself, but for her son's dangerous gamble. She knows the cost of truth in a city where justice is a privilege. Hargrove's career implodes. The leaked emails expose not just Marla's frame-up, but a network of corruption cops, dealers, even a prosecutor. Arrests follow, but so does chaos. Riots spark in neighborhoods long ignored, and Jalen, now a target, goes underground. He's a hero to some, a vigilante to others. Marla is released on bond, but her freedom feels hollow. Her son's revenge saved her, but at what cost? Chicago reels, divided between those who see Jalen as a liberator and those who fear his defiance will ignite more violence. Marla finds Jalen hiding in a friend's basement, his eyes older than his years. She pulls him close, whispering, "You didn't have to lose yourself to save me." But Jalen doesn't regret it. He saw a system that thrives on silence and broke it open, even if it meant breaking parts of himself. The city will never be the same, and neither will they. Marla's fight for justice continues, now fueled by a mother's love and a son's sacrifice. In Chicago's streets, Their story echoes a warning, a beacon, a call to rise against a system that bets on their defeat. Thank you for listening. If you find it interesting, please like and subscribe to follow the next stories.